Shalom, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to watch another video. As you can tell by the title of this video, it is going to be a pregnancy update. And it's really funny because I'm actually in the last trimester of my pregnancy. I'm in the third trimester and I waited this long to do this. I don't know why I waited this long to do this, but we're doing it now. So I'm about to just start answering questions. I'm not gonna ramble, and at the end of this video I'll be showing you guys my little baby bump. How many months are you? I'm 7 months. I'm going to be 8 months in a few more weeks. What are we having? A girl. We're having a baby girl. Have we picked out a name? Kind of, but we're open to like maybe switching it up. Are we having a natural or medicated birth? We're having a natural birth. I am high risk, so I'm going to be with the high risk midwives and the high risk doctors, but for the most part it is going to be completely natural. And we are discussing like different therapeutic measures to kind of make this easier for me, because this time is going to, given all of the things that are going on with my body right now, this time is going to be a lot harder and a lot more painful. I do practice hypnobirthing, but I can make like a whole separate video about that. But I do like to practice hypnobirthing when I give birth because it really helps me keep my peace of mind. And to be honest, I feel like I practice it throughout my whole pregnancy because I'm very, very, very serious about keeping my peace. Am I scared about labor? No, I don't feel like I'm scared of labor at all. I'm not scared, but I am realistic about the things that could happen. I am the part that's high risk, so I'm very realistic about what could happen when I give birth and when I deliver, as far as like my bones, my heart, potentially hemorrhaging and all of that stuff. So I don't think I'm scared, but I do think that I'm really realistic. Will I be breastfeeding? Yes, I will be breastfeeding. I breastfeed all my children till they're 3 years old, and I exclusively breastfeed, which means no water, no food, no nothing for the first year. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing with her. Stay at home or will I be working? I'm a stay at home mom by default because of the issues that I have, but I do plan to continue to be stay at home for the most part until I'm healthy enough to try to pursue other things, because I was pursuing my goal of becoming a physician assistant, and Lord's will I'll be able to get back on that track again, but it's not a priority for me right now. The priority for me is my health, my children, my husband, and my duties to the Most High. What are my health issues that are making me high risk? Because I know people are going to ask, and people already ask, and things have actually exasperated themselves since I've been pregnant this time. Sorry if you like see me kind of rocking. That's because I'm sitting on my like little big labor ball. But so I wrote them down because I just want you to know. I have SI joint dysfunction, SI nerve dysfunction, separated bones, like certain bones on the right side of my SI joint and my pubic bone, they no longer have the stuff in between them that hold them together, so those are completely separated, and they just grind all the time. I have a bulging disc that has also made my nerves a lot worse since this pregnancy, and as the baby grows it's been getting worse. I have pubis symphysis dysfunction, which means my pelvis does separate really easily. I have extreme orthostatic hypotension, which means there's a lot of passing out and a lot of dizziness, and I developed vertigo as well. And one of the things that is really annoying about what's happening with the hypotension and stuff in my body is that not only do I black out, but it also caused me to have a lot of the blood pressure issues, caused me to have symptoms like I'm having a heart attack or like I'm having heart failure, even though I'm not, which is why I ended up in the hospital last vlog, was because my body was projecting symptoms of somebody who's having heart failure or somebody that's having a heart attack, but I wasn't. All praises to the Most High. But my body reacts in that way to this type of stuff, and it's kind of scary. So it's scary and annoying at the same time. Do I have a birth plan yet? Yes, I do have a birth plan, but it's extremely simple. I've talked to my doctors, and really it's basically just like one line. Just as long as everything's cool, just leave me alone. Just let me give birth to the baby, you know. Don't do any extra stuff. Let the umbilical cord still stay attached until I'm ready for it to cut, and my placenta come out on its own without any help, without any help. Just let my body do what it does, and then if something goes wrong, intervene. But besides that, just kind of let me just do my thing and give me my baby. So hospital or home birth, I will be having my baby at a hospital, which one of the best hospitals in America, and definitely the #1 hospital in the state where I live. So if you know the top 3 hospitals in America, then you're probably going to be able to guess which one. Cravings. I don't have any cravings because I barely am able to eat. Like, all of my cravings is just to like eat. From my first trimester, I wasn't able to eat at all. My second trimester and up, I've been able to stomach like 1 to 2 meals a day and like light snacks if possible, but it doesn't really exceed 2 meals. And like today, I haven't even been able to eat anything yet. I've just been drinking water, and that's really just how this pregnancy has been for the most part. I have not been able to enjoy food at all. Some days, if I do have a meal though, I make it count. But if I even remotely try to go over that little amount, like, I will get so sick. It's not even funny. The last question is like how I cope with the pain, because I also know that that's a common question that people ask me, and I can make a separate video about that. But just to make a long story short, like, the Most High, my support system. But what you see when you see me doing the things that I have to do, like, it's not easy. It is very painful. It's just discipline. Like, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing discipline. You're seeing me knowing that I gotta get stuff done, even though it is really hard. And I have my different things that the doctors have me using. Like, I have my medicine ball to sit. I have a walker that I have to use. But right now, when I go out now, it's gotten so difficult to walk in general that outside of the house, I'm just using my wheelchair now. I can't walk for longer, or like stand for longer than a few minutes at a time now. So I just have like my wheelchair, but I still have my walker. And then I also have to wear these compression thigh-high stockings. They're like really tight and really uncomfortable, but they keep me from passing out, because that's dangerous, because the doctors are like worried that my placenta would erupt if I kept passing out and falling. And my blood pressure consistently dropping so low, and then my heart rate going up so high, is not good for me or the baby. So they are really trying to find ways to fix that. They tried medicine, but I was allergic to all the medicine. So I also have this belly band. Excuse this. This is like a stain, I think, from my Sorolla belt. It's just not coming off at all. But I have to wear this. Sorry if the glare. A maternity belt to lift the baby off of my pubic bone, because it already doesn't connect. And then I have a Sorolla belt. That was a maternity belt. This is the Sorolla belt, and this actually holds my SI joint together and keeps it together so I actually can walk without issue. Because one of the big things that also happens is that if it slides out of place and it just gets like jammed or anything like that, I would just like fall. Like, I won't be able to walk on it. So that's what I've been using. It doesn't really help me with the pain, but it does help me function a little bit more. And yeah, so that's basically like everything that's going on right now. And I don't want people to think that I'm like depressed about it or distressed about it. I'm so happy to be having this baby girl. I'm so happy to be having it with the love of my life, my husband. I have 3 other beautiful daughters, and I'm just excited to be able to meet her. And I'm not looking at this in a negative way, and that's why I want to make a whole separate video about like my endurance and like my discipline throughout this, and kind of like my mindset, because I'm really big on keeping my peace, really big on keeping my peace in this time period, and just giving myself a lot of positivity and surrounding myself with people that give me a lot of positivity, and just being honest, because sometimes it gets so bad that it's like, okay, I can't pretend like I'm not hurting, which I like to do. I like to kind of like keep a very positive demeanor for my children, and just in general, because it does help you cope better. But if I know that I can't do that day, then I'm just gonna take my muscle relaxer and I'm just gonna sleep, and I'm gonna leave. Like today, I've been in my room all day because I can't even pretend like I'm about to try to walk around today. It's not happening. Oh, did I get any stretch marks? I almost forgot. No, I don't have any stretch marks. My skin is still very elastic. My skin is still very nice and smooth, and that's because I take care of myself really seriously. Like, I still have to do physical therapy every day anyway, so I still do those exercises. I exfoliate every day. I moisturize without fail every day with this special shea butter that I make myself, that has like different herbs in it and different moisturizing oils in it specifically for my body. And I drink lots and lots of water. Like, I drink a gallon of water a day, a gallon or more a day, for my blood pressure, and just because like it's really good for your body. And any ones that I did get for the first pregnancy, because I didn't know you could get stretch marks in other places besides your stomach, because I never had them before, I was able to heal those through the different practices that I do practice. I can make another video about that too, but I taking care of my body really seriously, because girl, it's too much stuff already going on. Like, my body has to stay snatched. It doesn't matter, because it's already too much stuff going on physically. So just for the sake of my Lord, my marriage, and just my mental health, I'm like, girl, I have to take care of myself, and I will take care of myself. But that's about it for the pregnancy update. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them down below. And if you would like to see a video of how I am able to maintain my discipline as a wife and a mother as I continue to go through this tribulation and my personal experience with it, you can comment below. And if you'd like to see a video of how I take care of my body to make sure it stays popping during pregnancy, even though this is about to be my third baby, then like this video and give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that what you guys want to see. But let's just skip to the chase and get to the belly bump, because I'm pretty sure all you guys want to see that. Here you go, guys. This is my 7-month, almost 8-month belly. I am really small, as you guys can tell, but this is the belly right here. Almost 8 months. This is the belly. So it's not really much to show, but I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my belly. Oh my gosh, so I almost forgot to. I actually wanted to be able to film what I have, because I already have everything for the baby. Like, I have everything prepared, everything out that's needed. And I almost forgot to tell you guys too. So I'm getting induced because they want to try to prevent the damage, any further damage to my body than has already occurred. So I'm going to be getting induced, and it's either going to be on at 35 weeks or 37 weeks, but they're going to determine that by the difficulty of like the symptoms, and if my cervix is actually ready and ripened. It is, because I just got checked in. My cervix is completely soft. I am like 1 to 2 centimeters dilated, and the baby is fully engaged, so my body is ready anyway. And I've been having really consistent contractions, not Braxton Hicks, like actual contractions, because I had already started experiencing them since the beginning of my pregnancy, when I was like 14 weeks, and they've gotten really intense and really strong. So my body is definitely making, like, it's ready. It's definitely ready, but they're going to determine the end result. Like in the next time that I see the doctor, they're just going to keep making the date shorter and shorter. So I should be giving birth to her at 35 weeks, October the 8th. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about Pitocin because that junk hurts so bad, but I am excited about potentially protecting myself from more fractures, because last time I broke my pelvis in multiple places. So hopefully I can protect myself from breaking my pelvis again and from hemorrhaging again if we just do this a little bit earlier, but we'll definitely see. But that's really all, you guys. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Shalom.